Hello everyone, in today's video I am back for the third week's cash stuffing of February, so this is for week number 3. In today's video we are stuffing a total of $1,181 worth of income. Now if this is your first time clicking on one of my videos, all of the income does come from my job. I am a server and bartender at a restaurant, so you will notice that weekly my income changes. Each week there's a completely different amount because I make a different amount every single day. Speaking of that, let me go over my daily income with you guys. So this week on Tuesday, I made $189. Wednesday, which was actually Valentine's Day, I made $256. On Thursday, I made $126. Friday was $279. And then on Saturday, I made $331. So that is my daily income for y'all. But let's go ahead and get this money counted. We will get organized and we'll get stuffing. Alrighty, y'all, we have 1, 2, 3, 50, 70, 90, 4, 10, 30, 50, 70, 95, 10, 30, 50, 70, 96, 10, 30, 50, 70, 97, 10, 30, 50, 70, 98, 10, 30, 50, 70, 90, 9, 10, 30, 50, 70, 90, 1000, 10, 30, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 5, 1100, 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 81. $1,181. How have you guys been this past week? I know that, let's see, last week again was Valentine's Day. Who's watching Love is Blind? In the comments, you guys have to let me know what your thoughts are about this season's couples. Now, I don't watch a lot of reality TV. In fact, this is the only reality TV show that I do watch, and I don't love that I watch it because it's so silly, but it has me hooked, and I have my own thoughts about all of the couples, but my least favorite absolutely has to be Jimmy and Chelsea. I just cannot with them. I think that they're so terrible for each other. But I would love to talk to you guys about it in the comments because I want to know what you guys think. So if you watch Love is Blind, if that's something that you're into, definitely comment down below. I have also been watching this show on Hulu, which I need to watch the next episode actually. It's called Death and Other Details. Such a binger. If you want a really easy binge TV show, the full first season hasn't come out yet. It is dropping each week, but I think there's like 6 episodes out now. Super good. It's kind of like what's that show called? What's that movie? I mean, Murder on the Orient Express, I think. It's kind of one of those murder mystery shows, which I personally love. That's the kind of books that I read, like mystery books. So if that interests you, check it out. Anyway, let me know about Love is Blind down below, and let's go ahead and get started with bills. Alrighty, y'all. So starting off with rent. Rent is getting $300. Now, I think I counted three $100 bills, but I don't want to use all of those. I'll use 2 of them, and then I'll do 100 in 20s. So 20, 40, 60, 81. Now I have one more cash stuffing before my bill swap and cash unstuffing. So stay on the lookout for that because I will be consolidating all this. 1, 2, 20, 40, 60, 83. So 300. Going into rent, that brings us to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's 2,000. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40. $2,240 now in rent. Subscriptions is up next. It's getting 5. I have a good amount of change up there. What do I want to do? Because I could change this 5 and 10 for a 20 because I am putting $5 in here, but I think I'm gonna do some ones actually. I'm gonna pull 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ones. That brings subscriptions now to 1, 20, 35, 6, 7, 8, 9, 140. So $140 in subscriptions. Cell phone's up next. It's getting $25. We'll do a 20 and a 5. 20, 5. That brings cell phone now to 1, 2, 50, 70, 90. That's 310, 30, 50, 65. $365 now in cell phone. Electric is getting $30. Let's just do, Let's do 40 instead. So we'll hop a 10 back up there and grab two 20s. And that brings electric now to 1, 2, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 65. 365 now in electric. Back to Love is Blind really quick. I have to say that I think Brittany is one of my favorite people on the show currently. Now, again, I've only watched up till episode, whatever the last one that came out on the 21st was, because that's when I'm filming this. But she has to be my personal favorite. She's just such a sweet, sweet person. Like I said, don't love Chelsea and Jimmy. I think they're terrible for each other. They just, honestly, I think Chelsea needs to work on some insecurities of hers. And then I think that Jimmy really wanted to be with Jessica after he saw her. So that whole situation to me is just not going to work out. And then Clay and AD, I don't think that they're going to work out either, because he obviously has some stuff he needs to work on, and she can't be the one to fix him. So I don't think that that's going to work out. Who else? Oh my gosh. Jeremy and Laura. Now, I don't want to give any spoilers away for those of you who have not watched those episodes, but the bombshell that is, I want to say episode 7. Oh my gosh. So anyway, those are my thoughts on the show. Just personally, let me know y'all's. Going into childcare is $70. So we're going to do, do I want to do 80? I think I will do 80. I'm going to do 4 20s instead. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, $80. That brings childcare to 1, 2, 3, 50, 70, 90, 10, 30, 50, 70, 95, 10, 30, 50, 65. 565? Yes, $565 now in childcare. Internet is getting $5 this week. I'm going to do 5 ones like I did in subscriptions. So 1, 2, 3. That should be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That brings internet now to 1, 20, 35, 6, 7, 8, 9, 140. What are some binge-worthy TV shows that you guys really like? I try not to get much into TV, to be completely honest, because I am the type of personality that will literally just sit there and binge like 4 episodes, and then it's 2 o'clock in the morning and I have to get up and go to work at 8. But let me know if there's something worth watching and I will check it out. Just let me know. Bill insurance is getting 10. So let's pop a $10 bill in here. That brings this envelope to 20, 40, 50, 65, 75. So $75 now in dental insurance. Health insurance is getting 15. I think I'll do, I got a good amount of 5s. I think I'll do actually 3 5s. So I'll do $15 in 5s. And that brings health insurance to 1, 20, 40, 50, 65, 75, 80. So 180 now in health insurance. And then lastly in this binder is my investing. I really wanted to put $250 in this envelope, and I started to do so, but then I realized I needed to put more into other envelopes, so I scratched that out. I'm putting $200 in it this week, and then hopefully I can make up for that $50 in some upcoming weeks. So $200, which I'm going to do in 20s. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 80, and 2. And that brings investing now to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 50. $14.50 now in investing. And then this is just what I made yesterday, which was Tuesday. So that'll be for next week's cash stuffing. So $660 went into bills, which leaves $521 remaining. Let's get into cash envelopes. First up is gas. To make this one 30 to fund it fully, I am going to put $10 in here. It already has a 20, so that would make this one 30. And then I actually did really well with my cash envelopes this week because I do have money to set aside for my challenges in both my groceries and my personal spending. I'm going to pull that out really quickly. So we get to put some money in my savings challenges. Actually, I'll leave that open because I'm going to stuff it soon anyway. And I'm going to set this off to the side. Now, going into groceries, I'm going to put 75 in here. So let's do 20, 40, 60, 5, 70, and then do 5 ones. I think that should be right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that brings groceries. It should be 75, but let's make sure. 20, 40, 65, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, perfect. 75 going to groceries. Next up is personal spending. I'm putting 25 in here. I'm going to do a 20 and a 5. And that one now has 25 in it. Up next is date night. It is getting 20 just to make it even. So I'm going to pop a $20 bill in here. And that brings date night to 50. Now, Sam's Club is getting skipped. Moving on to my reptile envelope, which is also entitled Zora. My son has been asking me every single week because he knows I do these videos. And he's been asking me every single week how much is in his reptile envelope. He cannot wait to get a snake. So I'm going to go ahead and put 25 in this week. I already told him, and I'll tell you guys, I'm going to be putting more in my bonus cash stuffing. I should have a good amount this month. I'm on track to making a good amount for that stuffing. So definitely keep your eyes out for that. But 25 going into here. So I might just do 40 actually. I'm going to put 15 back and I'm going to do 2 20s. That brings the reptile envelope to 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Let's see. So tides, I might relabel this giving actually. So giving is getting 10 this week. I'm going to go ahead and just throw that $10 bill in here. And that brings this envelope to 30. Let me just unwrinkle this. There we go. 30 now in tides. Now, I do need to add to my challenges. So my $1 challenge, I'm putting 1, 2, 3, 4, $5 in. So $5 in my $1 challenge and then $5 in my $5 challenge. So throw that in there, not counting this until the end of the year, which I'm not doing with, I'm doing that with most of my challenges. We'll know during the year how much I'm putting in my emergency fund challenge, but other than that, my Saveopoly, my $1 challenge, and my $5 challenge are all getting counted at the end of the year. So we finally got something in my $5 challenge envelope, which is great. And then in the back here is just what I need to deposit into the bank. I want to say this is from like electric last month or something that I really need to deposit, which my electric bill is already due again. So I'll just do it all at the same time. But 165 going into cash, or that went into cash envelopes. I'm sorry. 356 remaining. Let's get into my short-term sinking funds, starting off with Christmas, which is getting 25. So let's do a 20 and a 5. So 25. That brings Christmas to $150.75. So $175 in Christmas. Skipping over medical expenses, actually the next few. So nothing going into these, but getting into birthdays. I mentioned this to y'all in my previous video. I have a couple of birthdays coming up, a couple of big birthdays, my best friend's birthday and my mom's birthday. So I really need to be funding this envelope. I'm going to throw 35 in there this week. So I'm tempted to do 40 instead, but I'm going to do a 20, a 10, and a 5. Okay, let's see. That brings this envelope now to 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 10, 15, 25. $125 now in birthdays. And then we're going to keep skipping. We're going to go to car insurance. So all these are going to get skipped. Car insurance is getting 50. So I'm going to pop that $50 bill in here. So this envelope now has 150, 250 in it. Lastly, in this binder is going to be my self-care envelope. I am throwing $50 in here, which sounds like a lot, but I did get these beauties done very recently, and they were a little bit pricier than I normally am used to. So they were $70 before tip. And I guess I wasn't prepared for that. I've been spending around 45 to 55. So I guess with the chrome, and I'll show you guys on the screen what my inspo was, but I do really love them. They're very pretty. She did a great job. So I do need to fund this envelope in order to cover those. And it still won't quite be enough with tip, but I will pull it out of a different envelope. It's not a big deal. 20, 40, 50. So that brings self-care now to 20, 40, 60, 70, 80. So $80 now in here. That does it for this binder. Let's get into my long-term sinking funds. Now we're going to go all the way to the back. I will be stuffing some of these early ones in my bonus stuffing for sure. But let's go ahead and get into emergency fund. This is one of my other challenges. Like I mentioned earlier, it's $24 a week for the year 2024. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I had more ones than I thought I did. I wasn't going to use them in my my spending envelope, but I might have to go back and do that. So 20, 1, 2, 3, 4. That brings this envelope now to 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 50, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. $168 now in emergency fund. In my Roth, I'm putting away $125. So I'm going to use that $100 bill. And I'm going to put a 5 back and grab 130 instead. So 120, 130. That brings Roth now to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 700, 20, 40, 60, 75. $5,775. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 700, 20, 40, 60, 75. Yes. $5,775 now in Roth. Now in the boys envelope, this is my son's kind of investment for his future envelope. I'm putting 25, 5, 10, that's 20 and 5, 10, 15, 25. And that brings his envelope now to 1, 2, 3,000, 5, 6, 700, 20, 40, 50, 60, 75, 85, 95, 6, 7, 8, 9, 800. $3,800 now in my son's envelope. And then my last two envelopes are my challenges, my savings challenges. So first off is my Saveopoly, and I'm putting $7 in here. So how many ones do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's what I thought. Perfect. $7 going in here, and then we definitely need to roll for next week. So let me erase this. And then let's see where we end up next week. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is save 15. So that's what we will have to put away in next week's stuffing. Let's go ahead and put this back in here, and then let's scratch for our mystery challenge. So I did scratch $15 last week, which is what should be up there. I should have 3 $5 bills. That is 15. Perfect. I'm going to throw that in there, and then we're going to scratch to see what we're putting away this next week. Okay, that is 20. Great. 20 and 15. So 35, just like the first time. Perfect. $35 going into next week's stuffing. Let me remove this. Alrighty, y'all. That does it for this week's cash stuffing. If you liked this video, please give it a like down below. And if you haven't yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. But that's going to do it for today. I really appreciate you guys being with me here today. Thank you so much, and I will see you in a future video. Bye.